What's up? We're back. Okay, I'ma just start by saying that the title of this video was clickbait. I didn't get a stroke nor a heart attack. I got blood clots. But it's basically the same as stroke and a heart attack, because a heart attack has to do with the vessels specifically connected to the heart. A stroke has to do with the vessels connected to the brain, which can cause brain damage and stuff like that. I didn't get that. I get it in vessels connected to my whole leg and up to my lungs, okay? Just to get that out of the way. But I was nearing a heart attack since the blood clots started moving up all the way up to my heart. The doctors said I had like 1 day left before dying. So it all began on the 30th of October, like a month after the surgery, after last video. I had back pain on Monday, and I just called the doctor and was like, yo, can I come through so you can check me up? I can't even walk. And she was like, yeah, sure, come on Friday. The next day, Tuesday, the back pain magically disappeared. But on Wednesday, I felt some pain in my leg. And I was like, I might have slept the wrong way, I might have stretched the muscle during my sleep or something, I don't know. So I didn't say anything about it. Then on Thursday, I couldn't even move my leg, my left leg that is. And on Friday morning, I couldn't even walk on my leg. I went into the shower to take a shower before going to the doctor, to be fresh before going to the doctor. And I just looked down on my legs, and this leg was 2 times the size of this leg, and it was purple. Like it was about to explode. So I called an Uber because I couldn't even take the bus. The doctor was like, hey yo guys, what's up? How is your back pain? And I was like, fuck that, look at my leg. So she looked at my leg and she was like, yeah, go to the emergency room at once. You might have some blood clots. And I was like, sure, but how am I supposed to go? It's like 15 minutes walk. I can't walk. My leg is killing me. And she was like, okay, we can call an ambulance. And I was like, how much does that cost? She said, $20. And I was like, nah, I'm good. The Uber costs only $10. So I took the Uber to the emergency room. And as soon as I saw my leg, they started giving me blood thinners, putting some shots in me and everything. Then they started taking ultrasound, and they put me in that circular machine, I don't know the name of it, just to see like how much of my body have the blood clot affected. First of all, they started with like scanning my leg up to here. And they were like, hey, there are more blood clots, it doesn't end here. Then they scanned here and it was like, fuck, it still continues. Then they started continuing to scan all over my leg, and they continued to see that it ended at my stomach. But it has been like a fountain and started pumping up blood clots to my lungs. Mind you, blood clots is blood hardening. And they were surprised that I was even alive. I asked them, I was like, hey yo, how serious is it? And they just told me, be thankful that you're still alive. You should have had a stroke. How did you even get to the emergency? And I was like, I just had a time at the doctor and he told me to come to the emergency room. And they were like, good that you went to the emergency room, otherwise you could have died. The thing is, I had so much pain before going to the doctor that I was contemplating just skipping the time since I couldn't walk, and I was like, I might go another time. I can just tell the doctor that, hey, I can't go right now, my leg is hurting, I can come next week. So good thing I didn't do that and took an Uber instead. So yeah, basically I had blood clots all in my body. The cause of my blood clots was antithrombin deficiency, which is a genetic defect. You can think of that protein as Pac-Man, okay? And the blood hardening is like the ghost, and the protein would usually eat up all the hardening of blood because it occurs naturally in the blood. And when Pac-Man realizes that there needs to be some ghosts up here, then it will stop eating them and the ghosts will harden the surface, like if you get an injury. I didn't have Pac-Man. The ghosts were free in my body, which was bad because as soon as I got a small cut, a minor cut, my blood would harden at once, and I thought that was a flex, actually. I always healed faster than everybody else, but apparently that's a curse. I don't know. So yeah, anyways, I went to the hospital. And let me just see how it was, because I don't even remember how it was. I was at the hospital for like 2 or 3 weeks since my case was severe. They were just pumping me up with antithrombin and blood thinners until my body like dissolved all the blood clots naturally. And I was in a lot of pain. It was hard. It was traumatic, man. Like they gave me as much morphine as the first time I went in for the jaw surgery. When they gave me the morphine for my jaw surgery, I was fine. After they cut my bones, I was high as a kite. I didn't care. I was happy. But now, with this much pain, the morphine didn't even do anything. Like, it was the worst pain that I have ever experienced in my life. Hands down. Like, I cried to the doctor. I was hysteric at that point. I was like, please, like, just cut off my leg. Fuck it, I don't even want it anymore. Just cut it off if you can't even do a surgery for it. They were like, no, you're just saying that. You're just hysteric right now. Sorry, we can't do a surgery because the risk is way higher than the reward you'll get from a surgery, so we need to do it this way. And honestly, I'm thankful that the doctors didn't listen to me because I really needed my legs. And the first week I was in the worst room possible because I was in the emergency room where everybody that had a heart attack or a stroke or like was dying was there in that corridor. And the thing is, I didn't have any windows. I just had a room that was like 2 by 2 and I was just laying there in the bed. I couldn't even go to the toilet and my jaw was still detached, so I couldn't even eat. I was on a yogurt diet while I had the blood clots. So I was fucked. The only door to my room was from the nurse's office. Then they moved me up to a better room when I started to be able to walk again. They gave me some compression socks all the way up to my groin just to help the blood circulation, since the vessels after the blood clots were so damaged that they couldn't pump blood upwards anymore. It was just like open. But yeah, I stayed there for 2 more weeks in a luxury hotel. Like, fuck it, again, I'm so thankful for Sweden. The hospital room that I was at after the emergency room was so good. It was better than my own dorm room. It was bigger. I had like 3 meals a day. Like, thanks, Sweden. It was so nice coming out of there after like 3 weeks of hell, because you couldn't even differ between day and night because you didn't have windows at the emergency room. It wasn't until I could walk and I was moved to the normal hospital room that I was able to see sunlight, and I couldn't even touch grass for more than 2 months, since I was like bedridden for a whole month before going to the hospital for my blood clots. Did it help that I was bedridden? No, because it caused the blood clots. But as said, I had a diet of like Greek yogurt and Nutella. I didn't have energy to do anything. I was just in my bed 24/7. Blood clots are usually caused by immobility, surgery, injury, or a genetic defect. And guess what? Bingo, I had all of them. That's the cause why I got it. It was the worst thing possible. I couldn't even walk when I came out the hospital. I had to learn how to walk from the beginning again. Like, it was so dehumanizing. But I'm so thankful for my friends, family, and the Swedish healthcare system. I didn't have to pay more than $90 for the whole hospital stay. It was sick.
You know, it's funny how I could squat double my body weights 2 months ago and now I can barely walk. But hey, I ain't complaining. And as always, alhamdulillah, I can now walk without these anyways. And I'm trying to come back. Comeback season, you know. You know what they say? God gives his toughest challenges to his strongest soldiers. Something like that, you know. So I'm gonna train and get back on track. Trust me. Today is the 20th of November and I just wanted to give a quick update. Listen, like, since I've been released from the hospital, I've been dead weight. I couldn't stand for more than 1 minute, alright? Like, if I brushed my teeth, my leg would cave on itself from the pain. Like, I just brush my teeth for 1 minute and then boop, I just sit down from nowhere. But today, I was able to stand for 10 whole minutes and do my own dishes. Shout out to my corridor roommates. They've been doing my dishes for the past week or two. Shout out Edwin. But today, I was able to do it by myself for the first time. I've been sick of staying here all day long. I was so happy when I was done. Like, I still feel pain in my leg, but it's starting to get better. Alhamdulillah. Wait, let me try something. My leg is back, man. Hey, time to go on a walk. Always remember to have your hat on. Never want to get sick. That's what my mom always tells me. Cover your ears so you don't get cold. So, PJs, hoodie. Sorry for the mess. This is like my eating section. I always eat here and sit here for the rest of the day. Today is the first time I walk outside in like a month or two. So, man, being able to walk is so underrated. I haven't had this view in months. First the surgery, then I couldn't eat, then blood clots, then hospital, like 2 months of being unfunctional. It feels like I've been released from jail. Alhamdulillah. Like, I'm still am sick, I'm still healing from the surgery, from not being able to eat for like a month or 2 months now, from the blood clots in my foot. But we always take things for granted. This is the first time I've been like, wow, this view is amazing. Look, here's where I live. You see the second building? That's my kitchen, and I'm just sitting here with my legs up, just admiring the view. You can see how shaky I am. And it's not because I'm cold, it's just because I don't have the strength to even hold the phone.
Yeah, that's the reason why I have this compression sock on right now. I don't have to have it on all the time, but like, it's good until I build muscle again in my leg. And by the way, I have muscle. Wait, let me show you. You see? The compression sock will be on for like 6 months to a whole year until I build sufficient amount of muscle. But blood thinners I will be taking for the rest of my life since I have the genetic defect. So yeah, ain't no running away from that. So to summarize, that was a hell of a surgery. It was worth it though. My teeth are in place. Still worth it. Too much pain. But yeah, now I have this vlog instead. It was like some hours away from dying. Survived though. So yeah, that's a flex. Surviving basically a heart attack or a stroke. Like, I don't know what to call it. That's why I called it stroke / heart attack. I wanted to film this video outside, but it was too many mosquitoes outside, so some other time. And now, while we have the streak going,
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
I might do the next video about life at the university, especially like at the dorm and how it is here in Linköping. We'll see, we'll see. And by the way, I didn't shave the beard. I told you that I would shave the beard and show you my job. Yeah, nah, I like the beard, so sorry, not sorry. Yalla, bye.